What's doing, champions? So this is my first foray into cooking. Cooking and putting online, that is. I'm doing a challenge, if you will, for working in hospitality made me hate people Facebook page. And the challenge is to cook a certain list of required ingredients in 1 hour, so starting now, 7 p.m, and you've got 1 hour to cook a whole dish. So the required ingredients were chicken, a green vegetable, a non-green vegetable, a fruit, but not tomato or lemons or oranges, alcohol of choice, but preferably not more into you than the dish, and one tinned item and a wildcard item. And then there was basic ingredients like eggs, milk, cream, flour, oil, butter, lard, spices, herbs, garlic, and stock. So I have an hour to make a dish out of the required ingredients, and I can use as much or as little as I want. So, for example, I'm not going to be using too much wine in my dish. So I suppose I better get cracking with it. But before I do that, just some shout outs. First of all, a shout out to Wats-on-the-menu catering, WATS on the menu catering. They have a Facebook page. Check them out. They're still open for takeaway meals, pies, sausage rolls, sandwiches on the daily. They're still open for takeaway lunch meals between 12 and 2 p.m. So if you live in the Port Stephens, Nelson Bay area, then check them out. See if there's anything that you would like to purchase. They still do coffee and soft drink. I don't believe they do takeaway alcohol, unfortunately, but you should be going to Dan Murphy's for that anyway. Also, a shout out to Paul and Serena and Izzy. A shout out to Nugget. A shout out to Skipper. He knows who he is. A shout out to Marty. A shout out to Dogg, Dogg, and all the other dogs. And a shout out to the Wilderness Chef. Like What's on the Menu that has a Facebook page. Check out the Wilderness Chef. They are doing great takeaway meals for people that don't want to cook dinner. And also, What's on the Menu is also doing that now as well. So go to their Facebook pages and check them out. Now, moving on to the ingredients. This is basically what we have. So we're starting with some stock cubes, some beans, and an onion. And then we've got some coconut cream, some bay leaves, a lot of herbs and spices, a tin of tinned tomato, some oil, some garlic, wine, etc. And obviously the stock cube. And capsicum. And in the fridge, which I'll get out in a minute, we have chicken. So we're actually making butter chicken tonight. Now, this isn't the exact recipe that I would make because I'm challenged with these challenging ingredients. So therefore, without further ado, let's move on, and as I go through things, I'll let you know how they're going. So we'll see how this goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all start off by cutting up the veg. So we have one green capsicum here, of which I'm going to de-seed. Now, I'm not the best at de-seeding capsicums, but you know, who is? So, and by the way, hopefully you're all having a nice day out there today, and you're actually practicing your social distancing, and you're not actually getting too close to one another, and you're staying at 1.5 meters apart as we're all meant to. But yeah, so I'm making butter chicken because of the ingredients. Like, I could have sat there and made a chicken schnitzel, but then I would have had to have used a tinned product and a green veg and a non-green veg. So, you know, sometimes that can be a little bit hard because you're trying to work out exactly what to use and you're not always sure exactly what to use. So, you know, so I've done my capsicum. I'm about to cut up my non-green veg. And then I will sort out my beans, because I'm having beans as well. And then after that, on a separate chopping board, I will cut up my chicken, because I'm using this chopping board only to stop contamination from salmonella, as you do when you're cutting with chicken. So at least that way I can do all the washing up afterwards and not have to worry about washing up now. So now this isn't a live YouTube video, sorry, a live Facebook video, so, and even if it was, the camera's not really facing towards me, so I can't exactly read the comments, but feel free, because this will go on YouTube and it will go on Facebook. Feel free to leave a comment below. If you've got any questions, you know, maybe ask them, and I'll see if I can answer them for you, I guess. So, but yeah, it's something I've sort of thought about doing for a while, you know, doing a cooking video. Like, I see people do fast food videos where they go and collect fast food products and yeah, like they do reviews on fast food, like, you know, Pizza Hut, McDonald's, KFC, Hungry Jack's, a Porto, if you will, and sorry, Burger King, because some places still call it Burger King, like America does. But yeah, like, I've thought about doing some of these. I've never done one of these before, and I'm not that good at editing, so this video is going to be as long as it takes me to make this dish. And then yeah, so otherwise, hey, in case, you know, you're just wondering, is it really me? So anyway, so what we'll do is we'll put this here. Now, like I said, this video is going to probably go for quite a while, so feel free to skip or fast forward if you feel the need, because, you know, you can do that. It's entirely up to you. So next I'm going to chuck on is the garlic. So there's a little bit of a trick to garlic, in case you're wondering. So what you can kind of do is you hold your put the garlic there, hold your palm over there, give it a bit of a squash, and then generally if you can squash it enough, it helps to take the skin off it. So it's not always perfect, but you need, I mean, I can use a garlic peeler if I want to, not a garlic peeler, I can use a garlic press if I want to take and put the garlic through a garlic press. Otherwise, I can actually slice or chop the garlic up, either or. But yeah, as you can tell, probably a little bit nervous because I haven't done this before, so, you know, but like I said, you know, first time for everything. I mean, I've done YouTube videos before, but, you know, just haven't done this kind of stuff before. Now, I'm just slicing the garlic up reasonably thin, like so. Now, then I'll just chop it up a little bit more. And here's a trick that you may not know, for those people out there who are not chefs. What you can actually do is get your garlic into a little kind of a cluster there. Then put some salt on there. And the salt helps you to be able to turn it into a paste. not exactly sure of the scientifically how it's done, but it helps you to be able to like flatten it and turn it into a paste. So basically you hold your knife like this, and then you kind of put your hand there, and then you put your finger there, and you basically just, and it thins it out. So yeah, that's another way of doing things, you know. So there's the garlic done. Now the garlic, do I have a bowl? Yes, I do. Garlic is just going to go in one of these little handy dishes. You know, kind of like the TV chefs use. Now, I don't need it to be super fine, but I figured I'd show you guys a little garlic trick. You know how it is. So, garlic's done. Now, I'm just going to give this board a quick wash. I mean, I know that I'm just going to cut the beans now, but technically you should give it a wash after every 2 to 3 veg, and obviously after you've cut chicken on it, or some other kind of protein like fish especially, or even red meat, you know. So I'm just topping and tailing these beans. Now, obviously you don't want to eat the tops and the tails of them, so once I've topped and tailed them, I'm just going to probably cut them in half, because they look like about a perfect length. So now I'm making this butter chicken in a challenge tonight, and because of that I'm not actually making any rice, because I couldn't allow for it in the challenge ingredients as much as I would have liked to. So obviously once the video is finished, I can then make myself some rice and I can eat the butter chicken. Obviously I won't eat all of it. I'll save most of it for another time and freeze it down. So, you know, that's not an issue really, I guess. So I'm just going to cut these beans in half. Now, obviously there is lots of different spices that I'm going to be using today. So I will tell you some of them, or I will tell you them, sorry, as they go along. Or as I go along, I should say. I'm just going to put the beans there. Now technically, some of these veg, when you cut them, you should probably do, even if you're using like a separate board for your chicken, which I am, should probably do the garlic last, because then the residual garlic flavour stays on the board, and if you don't want it on the board when you're doing a particular item. So anyway, moving on. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull out this bad boy, a little blitzer. So I'm going to grab the other end of the blitzer. Thank you, Barmix. Thank you, Barmix. Now also, if I get time, I'm going to make my creamy alcoholic cocktail. That's if I get time. I'll have to see if I get time first or not. So I want in that teaspoon, oh that's the wrong one, teaspoon of turmeric. So yeah, I might get time for the alcoholic cocktail, I might not. So we'll see what happens. But there's like a lot of different alcoholic liqueurs in that. So it's quite enjoyable. It's actually quite nice too. So, you know. So, a teaspoon of turmeric, 2 teaspoons of garam masala. So, this is kind of my basic recipe of a butter chicken. For like, you can buy the butter chicken in a spice mix already made, or you can buy it in a paste. There is a brand called Volcom or something in the shops. They do quite a nice butter chicken, like the flavour of it, that is. So, you know, now it does say chili powder, and I didn't have chili powder, so I'm going with cayenne. But I'm just going to put an eighth of cayenne in there. Yeah, just an eighth of a spoon, because cayenne is quite hot, like chili powder. So, you know, I don't want to put any more than that in with the cayenne. Now I need a teaspoon of ground cumin. Ooh, that one is, oh that's right, this one's not open yet. So yeah, cumin's one of these kind of spices that's really nice, you know. I quite like cumin, so I need a teaspoon of that. And it's a bit of a pain that it's not open, but you know, shit happens. So I'm just going to put a teaspoon of that in, teaspoon of that. Now obviously I've got to keep an eye on the time, because I've only got an hour to do this challenge, and I had to start from scratch at 7. Wow, it's already 20 past, shit. Wow, okay, I'm going to have to get a crack along. Or as Gordon Ramsay says, I'm going to have to crack on. So yeah, otherwise we'll go with the, where are we next? We've got the garlic, that's fine. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of dried ginger. So we've got 2 teaspoons of dried ginger there. I'll give that a wipe. So now after the dried ginger, we have a teaspoon of ground cardamom, which is here somewhere. I did see it, yep. Teaspoon of ground cardamom. So, but yeah, time seems to fly when you're having fun, and I'm enjoying myself. I don't know about you guys. I'm sure you'll comment below. So yeah, teaspoon of ground cardamom, a teaspoon of cinnamon, or half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Yep. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Then we have some sweet paprika coming up. So that will be, where's my sweet paprika? That'll be 2 teaspoons of sweet paprika. So yeah, this will be interesting, because a lot of people think, oh, smoked paprika, you know, more than sweet paprika when it comes to dishes. But no, sweet is where it's at, because this is a butter chicken. And obviously, with the restricted ingredients that I've got, I can't use brown sugar. So because of that, I have to use sweet paprika. I mean, I don't have to, but, you know, sweet paprika makes a nice little addition to the dish. So that's basically my mix. Now, I'll just turn the gas on. I'll grab the pan out. This is the trusty pan I'll be using today. Yes, I'm not a Star Wars fighter. So, what I'm going to do now is chuck the lid on. Now, just so I can clean up a bit, I'll move some of these herbs and spices up here so they're out of the way. Plus I can make sure that I've got all the ones in that I was supposed to put in. Yep, that's all of them. Cool. Right, so what I'm going to do now is going to plug this in, blitz up these spices, and we will see how this goes. Enjoy the noise. Alright, so they are done. Now I'm just going to tip them into the pan. moving on, just going to bring this down here now. And, well, I'm not going to put that there. I'll put that about there. And what I'm going to do is just move this around so there's a bit of height so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. Need just a little bit more height, so what I'm going to do is get another chopping board and put that underneath so you guys can get a bit more of a view of what I'm doing. And yeah, so these are my spices at the moment. They're just toasting off. I'll turn that down to low. In the meantime, I'm just going to cut the chicken. So and I'll turn you back over towards me in a second, so I can show you the chicken and the fact that I'm using a clean board. So yeah, basically I've got thigh chicken here, a little bit of fat on it. I don't mind, it's butter chicken. You can have a little bit of fat, you don't have to cut it all off. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just slicing it thinly, so just kind of thin slices like that. So you know, just straight thin slices. Hopefully it stays together nicely. I've got the dried herbs on the go there, so beautiful. And as with chicken, it's quite sticky, but you get that. So but yeah, hopefully everyone is practicing all their social distancing. Now look at those herbs, they've coloured up a bit now, haven't they? They look quite nice and toasty now, so I'm just going to bring that pan to the side. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to finish cutting this chicken, then I'm going to wash my hands and we'll get on with the cooking, because we can't be here all night, can we? No. And if I do get time, I'll do that alcoholic cocktail. So, but that's at the end of the video. This is the more important thing to get done. Now, for those wondering, there's no prize for first place. It's just admiration. If you win, you win. And you get bragging rights, and you know, you'll probably get your name in lights, who knows. But can I also say thank you to the Hospitality Made Me Hate People Facebook page, and Kathy, and Bree, and Marie, and Zach, and Steve, and everyone that made this possible. Because for all the people that made this possible, you know, thank you to them. So there you are, folks. Just nice, thin sliced pieces. Now, I'm no TV chef, so don't expect me to be perfect. So, you know, I'm a chef, but I haven't done TV chef for quite, well, at all. So, you know, never done TV chefs. I like them. Some are good, some are not so good. Some of them I'm just sitting there going, where did you come from? It's like they just came from nowhere and suddenly now they're doing like TV chefing and stuff. So, you know. Alright, so I've got this on low. So I'll turn it back over here now. Yeah, so I've got this on low. Let me just see if I can get that a little bit higher. Beautiful, beautiful. Lucky I didn't use the wok. Now, normally, I'm just going to quickly cut some butter here, because it is butter chicken. So, you know, I'm not supposed to, I mean, you can use oil, but it's butter chicken, so why not? You know, and it's still on low, and those herbs are still toasting a little bit. I did take them off for a second, so, you know, just put some butter in, butter chicken. Then I'll put a decent amount of glug of oil, as they say, like Jamie Oliver, because you don't want the butter to burn. So, you know, now the butter's kind of hasn't been out of the fridge that long, so it's not like it was sitting out for like the last half an hour, you know. So grab a glug of oil, as I do. Now, I'm just going to open up my tomatoes here, and hopefully they're all hunky-dory. Now, Now my tomatoes I got them as whole because I was hoping to have them as whole, and I cut them up a little bit, which I'm going to do. Now the butter's still going, add some oil in there. Now you're probably thinking, wow, that's heaps of oil. Yes it is, but I need to coat all of these herbs. That's still on low, so not a problem there. Tomatoes I'm just chopping into little dices, if you could call it that. I'll show you in a sec. So yeah, but no, thank you to the Hospitality Made Me Hate People page for allowing us to do this. Never thought it could be possible, but you know, it is, and it has been, and you know, it's a great page to be on. But yeah, we thought with all the COVID stuff and being able to, what's the word, with all the social distancing measures and things like that, we thought, well, let's try and make something out of nothing. You know, people going, oh, I don't know what to do, I've lost my job, I'm at home, I've got nothing to do. Well, we're showing you that you can cook. Kind of like in the 90s, Yan can cook, except I'm not Yan, and he can chop garlic a lot better than me. Especially in one hit, he can basically slam garlic out, so you know. Now, whilst I'm just finishing off the tomatoes, I'll add the onion. Add the beans, because you want to get them coated. Add the garlic, because you want to get it coated. Going to finish cutting this tomato. I've got another couple of bits left. Now I decided to buy whole tomatoes and slice them myself, as opposed from buying, like, you know, tomatoes already diced. Because I like these particular whole ones, except they're quite messy. Diced ones, you just pour them straight in. The whole ones, well, you can't do that. So, which is unfortunate. But anyway. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, basically, what you do is, on medium heat, you fry your spices off for about a minute, minute and a half. You add your veg in, you add your butter in, you add your butter and your oil, leave that in on about low heat for another minute. Then you add your veg in. Now I'm going to turn this up in a second. I'm going to add my chicken. Actually, I'm going to turn it up now. I'm going to mix it around. Then I'm going to add the tomato in. Then I'm going to add the coconut cream in. And, you know, hopefully, oh shit, we're already 7:30. Wow. Takes longer than you think, just from straight scratch, you know. So, I'm going to add all the chicken in just in a heap like that. Got my trusty wooden spoon here. Looks like it needs a bit of a lacquer. So I'm just going to... Now, I make butter chicken reasonably fairly often, not all the time. Now, here's my trusty tomato, all cut up and stuff. I'm going to add that in now. Now, I have to add a glug of wine, or I have to add some wine. So I'm just going to add about, I don't know, a little bit, about that, because I have to. Don't really need wine in this dish. I don't think so. Everyone's different. Yeah. just going to leave this on full blast so the chicken can start cooking through. Now obviously the chicken's still raw, so I'm not going to taste it yet. I won't taste it till I feel that the chicken's completely cooked, because I don't want to get salmonella. I don't want to get COVID or any other disease, and as we're coming into winter, you know, those things happen. Like, well, flu and all that happens, but not COVID and not salmonella, unless you're being not the right kind of person and you decide to cook chicken raw. So, you know, but yeah, so apparently the hospitality page is going to have something next week. I don't know what yet, so I guess I'll find out. And there is gonna get my stock ready. There's also, so you might hear a bit of kettle noise, a bit loud, so hopefully you can still hear me, guys. Yeah, they said next week they're going to do something else. I'm not exactly sure what yet, but guess we'll find out, won't we? Yeah, well, that's a bit of, I mean, I don't know for sure, but they said it would be something, so Kathy's got all that info, so I'm just going to turn that down for a sec. Don't want to have to pile away, because I've still got to add my stock in there. So I do tend to add a bit of stock. Now, I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. You can find recipes, you know, online, and they might say don't add the stock. I mean, I do, so but that's just my choice. And otherwise, I'm just waiting on the kettle to boil. There's bay leaves, which I'll add in now. And just be careful when you add the bay leaves in. I add 3, especially if it's something like this size. Add about 3. If it's any more, I'd probably go 5 max. No more than 5. So, like I said, I cannot edit for shit when it comes to editing. So, now as you can see, chicken's not quite cooked through. Like, it's white, but it's not quite there yet. So, like, it looks like it's cooked. It's probably just got a little bit of undercookedness in it. So, once I add the because this is back on low, because I didn't want it to, you know, boil away on me, and I'll only do that once I add the coconut cream. I'll let it boil away on me, so to speak. But yeah, the kettle's about to boil, so when it does, I'll just use the old trusty teaspoon to mix it all together. Put that in, then I'll turn it back up on high once I've added the stock. There's the kettle. She's now boiled. So I'm just going to add probably about half a cup. Don't need a full cup, just about half a cup. Now you don't actually have to measure a half cup. I mean, if you've got cups in your house that says half a cup, 3/4 of a cup, by all means, please do measure. Because if it helps you, it's better. So, that's gone in there. Now I'm going to turn this up full whack. No, I'm not English, but, you know, I don't mind doing a bit of an English accent from time to time. You know what I mean, governor? I'm making butter chicken. All the Indians do that. Oh, mate, it's called good. It's called good. So, oh, careful there. Just stirred that and it just kind of went bang, like everywhere. So, I'll obviously have a bit of cleaning up to do afterwards. So, like I said, first time into actual cooking, like for a video or anything like that. So, I'm just going to have to see how it goes. I'll have to watch it back later, afterwards, and see what happens. But yeah, so at the moment, I'm just letting this reduce till it gets down to like not much at all. Now at this stage, I still haven't tasted it. I could, and I know the chicken's cooked, and I might just have a little bit of a taste, just of the sauce. As it is, it'll be quite hot, So it'll be a little bit tart. That's nice. So now I'm going to add the, I'll move that out the way, the Cara coconut cream. Thank you, Cara. Your coconut cream is quite amazing, and as we watch it go in, oh yeah boy. Now there's a lot of liquid here to evaporate now, so it's going to be a little while evaporating that liquid. So, oh yeah, look at that boys, look at that. Okay. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to let that evaporate now. I'm just going to, do I have time? That's the question. Not sure if I do. Yeah, it's like 22. I'll see if I've got it here. Actually, give me a second and I will come back. Just hold up a second. Actually, never mind. I'll do that for another video, my alcoholic cocktail. If anyone wants to see it, let me know and I'll put it on another video, because as it is, this is going to take a while. So whilst that's taken a while, that's on full blast. Yeah, so I'll basically tell you guys a few things. So at the moment, I'll bring that back in a second. So let me just see if I can get this up here. See if it stands up like that. Hopefully you guys can see me. But yeah, so thank you for watching the video. Obviously I've got to take a photo of this once it's finished. I'll let you guys see it when it's finished evaporating. Be about 4 or 5 minutes, because it's just going to go like crazy now. So I was hoping to have this video done in about 30 odd minutes, but you know, when you've got like 5,000 different ingredients, it's a bit hard to try and, you know, because like I said, first time doing TV chefing, that is, so, but yeah, it's been fun, it's been entertaining. I'm just washing up now, or what I can wash up, whilst that's doing its thing, because I have to plate it up once it's finished evaporating over there. Now, technically, you don't really, you can use, like I said, you can use the crushed diced tin tomato, and you might not get as much liquid. I got a fair bit of liquid because I used the whole tomato. But, you know, that was my choice. I chose to do that. So, because I like whole tomatoes better than the crushed. And especially that brand, that Mutti brand. It has quite a fair bit of flavour in it, I think anyway. Yeah, that one there, Mutti. So, yeah, I think it's got a bit of flavour. Whilst I'm here, I may as well give you a bit of a foray into the old pantry cupboard here, because this is like our pantry and whatnot. So, you know, some lovely little things down here, and then some lovely little things along here. Then we move up a level, some more lovely things, and I'll come back to the doors in a minute. More things there, more things there. Oh yeah, more things there, more things there, and there, and there, and then we come to the doors. So spice, herb heaven, and more things there. Oops, did I go there? Yeah, I did. Down here. Sorry, I'm not used to just my phone randomly taking videos of stuff like this, you know. So, more things there, more things there, more things there, more things there. Now, I'll take you back over to the Watsy. As you can see, oh, she's bubbling away, alright. She's really bubbling away. So I'm just going to let it bubble away for a bit longer. But whilst it does, I'm just going to take a spoonful of it. Now, people sit there on TV and they go, oh, that tastes really nice. And you're like, did it really? Did it really taste that nice? Or were you just saying it for the camera? Now, I'm not saying this for the camera, but one ingredient that it is missing a little bit of, and I wasn't able to put it in because of the ingredients, was fish sauce. So I'm going to add some salt, because I can. Decent amount of salt, and then I'll get some pepper, add that in as well. Some pepper, because the challenge, the way I worked it out, I wasn't able to add any decent amount of pepper there. Don't need, I mean, it's more of an Indian dish than a Thai dish, so normally I would add fish sauce, but seeing as though, you know, I couldn't, now I'll just wash my spoon. My tasting spoon, that is. Give it another taste, and then I'll let you guys know how it goes. Yeah, look, it's nice. I quite like it, but it is lacking that fish sauce. So, because I couldn't put that in for the challenge. Anyway, if I may say so, I'm probably going to leave it there now and say that's the end of the video. So, thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, click the subscribe button below and tap the notification bell so you get notifications when there's more cooking videos. Because like I always say, what is cooking? Thanks everyone, and enjoy your evening, and make sure you have social distancing, because we can't get any further in this world without social distancing. Thank you and have a good night.